the monkey thinks too. What the fuck you gonna do? We are the Crack Crew.
For social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back.
The people want to know, when is Sword Stock returning?
The monkey thinks too. What the fuck you gonna do? We are the Crack Crew.
For social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back.
The people want to know, when is Sorg stock returning?
Look out, the monkeys is loose. What the fuck you gonna do? We are the crack crew.
For social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back.
The people want to know, when is Sorg stock returning?
The monkey thinks blue. What the fuck you gonna do? We are the crack crew.
For social media, video production, and more. Find out more at Sidekick.
The Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't run for this, you change the plan. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't run for this, you change the plan. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, 1018 Tuesdays. We've been talking about professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the social media here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and video producer of The Wrestles, if you will. I was reminded about that history when Jim LaMotta did the Sorgstock article today on pwmania.com. Thank you for that, Jim, making me sound way cooler than I feel usually. But anyways, it is Sorgstock week. It is back. It is happening. I haven't canceled it yet. And we've been selling tickets, and it's been great. It's been great. I'm not losing my mind at all, friends. But we have a lot of stuff going on. We're going to do a full preview, but we're going to talk down the card later in the show. We're going to preview. Obviously, we're going to preview AAA in the show coming up this weekend because we got T-Pop with us, True Prince of Pro. Hello,
Mike Tenay of the Wrestling Mayhem Show, my new moniker.
I love the Mike Tenay of the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Yes, and I love that you have a graphic for coming on the show that you shared today.
Of course, I had to make sure everything's written down of what we're talking about lucha stuff since there's so much going on in the world. So
absolutely. Let me see if I can find that. Like I love and you're so good. I find this on across social media. The official T-Pop is going to be on the show graphic. Here for it. Freaking here for it, man. But we'll touch base on that stuff here as well. Also with us, he's going to be a part of Sorgstock. He's going to be, I believe, ringside for the DOJ this weekend. The Riz is with us. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of that little doohickey there at the top. There
my way. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. I haven't been told what I was doing yet with the DOJ.
You don't know until you get there.
They haven't told me.
Mm-mm.
It is the school. It's the back to school match. So,
yes.
I think I'm providing them answers to a quiz. I'm not sure.
It could be. It really could be.
Maybe. I don't know. But I'm back. I'm here. So, it's going to be interesting. Hopefully I don't get sprayed in the face again.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, thanks for that. That was nice.
You know what? I told everybody keep you safe. I did not know any of that was going to happen. Things had happened. It was a mix.
I had to get new glasses, Sorg.
Oh no.
They-
Yeah, I had a similar thing when Gory sprayed me in the face too. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into some wrestlingness from the week. There was a lot going on. First of all, I want to talk about the biggest news of the week. Solo is Neo on Raw last night.
Solo Dolo.
Solo Dolo. Just
the best.
Solo is just
he is
coming out of it.
by far one of the few wrestlers out there now that can not only have one shirt, but 3 separate shirts
Mm-hmm.
come out in 1 week.
And it's like,
And it's
he's
the
wearing the
same
one,
shirt.
right? It's like warning shot, pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Is
Yeah.
the greatest thing. Jeez.
Oh.
I love
But, like,
this so much.
It's weird to see, like, and again, I heard this before. Solo was the silent bodyguard
Mhm.
for how many years?
He
Or
was
how many months?
he was basically Taz for the longest time, like
Yeah, it
not
was-
speaking, talon around his thing, that like that kind of deal, right?
Mhm. But now he has 3 new shirts that came out back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own Funko Pop.
Jeez.
I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
And that chemistry he has with LA Knight is just so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like they play off each other so well. You could tell they're just having fun, trying to make each other laugh. The fact that the Usos didn't break in that promo battle with them when Solo's doing the Matrix and they're just making fun of the Usos the entire time.
It's a small
She-
miracle.
It's incredible.
I love it. Other than that, we did have the match with Kevin Owens and CM Punk. I had to watch the highlights again, just watch out of time, trying to catch all the wrestling. Plus, there was a business trip this weekend. And of course, Sammy just hates everybody, doesn't he? So we're setting up
to
for
be
the-
fair, he has a right to.
Mhm.
He's
does.
been screwed over by everyone. He tried to help his friend Kevin. Kevin didn't want the help, so he hit him.
Mhm.
That's what you have to do sometimes.
We're in this weird state that I don't know what's next. Like,
It's a gray area.
I mean, I know there's like Clash of Paris and Sunday, but like perceptively, I don't know what we're building to. Things are just kind of happen. We had a title match in Toronto that seemed like like we were building it like a pay-per-view for like 2 or 3 weeks, right? So and now like there was like, oh, in Sunday's main event, this is happening, and this is happening. We had a contract signing, and like I guess this is for a main event, right? And I think there's Clash in Paris coming up after this. So like and again, this could be me because I'm watching so many different wrestles and stuff. We were talking about the fact that we go watch these TNA and Ring of Honor shows, and we're like, I don't know what the card is for this, but I'm here for it, like that's okay. They'll recap me and help me figure out why we're even here in the first place. But WWE is just like, oh, there's stuff happening, So, by the way, I want to pull a side thing because I was going to talk about this tonight, but then I saw some stuff coming up. There was some stories going around today, just for some corrective kind of measures here today. There was some stories going around today that the ESPN WWE deal was like going to be nixed after the first year here. That has been deflated. I haven't read the entire statements. I'm just kind of catching up on bits and pieces here as in between productions. That is apparently been shot down by is it TKO or ESPN themselves might have said something about that. So just a heads up there, if you're seeing, because those storylines, again, it was out for a few hours, which means you're going to see the headlines in your feed tomorrow because of algorithms and people commenting on it. So just be aware that is probably not a real thing based on what we know at this point as of the recording of this on Tuesday night at 9:11 p.m. Eastern time. So there's that. Anyways, yeah, so other than that, and we'll get into WWE's got some new shows this weekend. I got confused and thought they were this weekend, and I was like, oh my God, I literally woke up Sunday and says, I got a lot of wrestling to watch today. I still had a lot of wrestling to watch that day, by the way. So Anyways, anything else WWE we should be touching on here before we move on, guys?
Well, you did mention with the Solo and LA Knight thing, we should mention how Royce Keys and OTM debuted on the main roster,
Yes,
taking out everybody in sight.
that was my that was the headliner for Just Pro Wrestling News this morning. Actually, was the Royce Keys comeback with OTM, which I did catch. I did then after that watch AAA and saw that the one member of OTM was kicked out of the faction that I never remember in AAA.
Los Perros del Mal.
Thank you. That's why we have you on the show to help me keep us straight with that.
Oh, we'll get into that later with the AAA talk, but I was annoyed that he got kicked out so quick into the group, and then that happened on Monday. I was like, oh, thank you. This is nice. At least it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're seeing that like that unceremoniously kind of ditching like we would have in NXT. I'm like, well, I guess they're debuting on SmackDown next week kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's obviously those were tapings we were talking about and everything too. So, but yeah, no, absolutely. It's Raw was pretty good. I'm liking the lucha matches. I think they've delivered. They're introducing people to that product. I mean, they definitely want AAA to be an American, another thing that you're going to watch in America, right? Obviously, they're putting it up against All In this weekend on Sunday, having the double header with Heat Wave and what is AAA calling theirs again?
The Ola de Calor,
which
that is Heat Wave in Spanish.
Yes, so both of them are having a Heat Wave show. There you go. Back to back, noon and 3 p.m. Eastern time. I believe the All In London show is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken. I know the pre-show starts at 11:30, according to the listing when I grab the pay-per-view. So you're having this. They're using it. We talked about before how they're like using their secondary properties to battle AEW shows like this, so it's an interesting strategy. One's going to be on free TV, but they have the tools, they're using them, they're fighting, and honestly, they kind of should be, to be quite honest. Let the best wrestlers win. At this point, we don't have a Monday. Isn't it interesting? We don't have a Monday Night War. We just have a everywhere war at this point, a weekend war, if you will.
This weekend we're having the Sunday afternoon war.
Yes. I mean, it is kind of like, I know it's a false equivalency because one's much bigger than the other one, but it is kind of like if AEW decided to put Destiny up against WrestleMania, like it's the sort of comparison here, because All In is their WrestleMania. They sold over 50,000 tickets for this thing. Hey, they're looking a little hotter than SummerSlam at this point. Day to day, I know it's also an apples and oranges because that's a 2-night event in Minnesota. So it's a really interesting place to be. And the good news is you can always watch one of them later and take your pick. You know what I mean? It's
not like the Monday Night Wars where if you want to watch both, you have to have a VHS. You have to record it. You have to record the show you don't want to watch, and then you want to watch the other show. Or you can do what we did, which was just go, oh, it's a commercial break. Go to the next station.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a commercial break. Let's go to the next station. You don't have that anymore. You just
I'm gonna catch it. AAA's on YouTube for us here in the States, and the NXT show is going to be on CW Live, and then if you're international with Netflix, and then CW usually, they did last time with, I think it was Great American Bash, maybe they did like this. It gets posted to their YouTube with all the commercials taken out, and it apparently is also going to be streaming on the ESPN app with a new deal that they're doing there. So you have a lot of ways to watch this in person or later, and that part has been, I want to say streamlined because it still is like a bunch of different places, but still, like, if like I'm going to watch this later, by the time I get through All In, hop down to the Enjoy Wrestling show on the other hill at 5:00 that day, and then like watch my AAA, watch my NXT. Like NXT is going to be on YouTube on the CW Sports channel probably, again with no commercials, aside from if you don't pay for YouTube, I suppose. But still, like it's kind of a, man, you could have a really cool wrestle day out of all that, right? So I also get jealous that they have Monday Night Raw on at 6 p.m. and I can never watch it live to
Oh yeah.
make up for that. I'm always like working on Monday nights with our Fish Without Bait show lately, so it's a thing that happens. That's fine. So, anything else before we go to the Patreon? Out of the SmackDown Raw verse that happened there, Obafemi and Braun Breaker has been a fun ride.
Oh yeah, there's something I want to talk about that.
Mhm.
It might be a little controversial.
Bring it.
I do not see the need of Paul Heyman in the storyline.
You sure
or just
about
in
that?
TV in general.
Really?
I've just tired of it. I feel like he takes away from what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Braun had to go out of his way to bring him back into it. Like when they were doing the promo battle for the contract thing, going back and forth, it was really good. And then when Braun has to go out of his way to give the contract to Paul, it's like, oh, have him sign it. I feel like it took away from the fact that, like, you're watching these two badasses go at it. Like, I don't know. I just don't. For some reason, Paul Heyman's just not clicking with me in the storyline.
Because the reason why he clicked with Brock so much was Brock was dog duty on the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sucked. So you needed that mouthpiece.
I think it's still an interesting point that they're making there, you know, because a lot of it is, you know, that, you know, Paul saying he's the next big one and having a problem with that. You know, I get that part of it for the most part. Yeah, it's like
they both can talk.
Yeah.
They're both not big meatheads who can't put two sentences together.
Paul is more of a centerpiece on this one, though. He's the MacGuffin. He's what they're fighting over. It's Paul Heyman on a pole match, man. Why not?
That's gross.
What?
That's gross, Sorg.
That's gross. Okay. Anyways, no, I think that makes sense, you know, for that. But but also I caught some of the Cody Rhodes promo where he did the spoiler line.
Mm.
So, and of course, seeing some follow up there from people saying, "Oh no, Paul Heyman, he's going to start becoming a Paul Heyman guy." I think that would be very interesting. It seems like, man, it could be. I don't know at this point. They could go anywhere.
Why
with
not?
this.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Again, he doesn't need it for the mic time. But Paul is still a good, like, and really Roman didn't really need him for a mic thing other than saying, "Oh, this is different than what we've been doing." Like he needed Heyman to show everybody. He needed Heyman initially to show everybody this is a new Roman Reigns, and he carries some of the story, especially with Roman not being there every week, right? You know, it's a different thing. Maybe Cody becomes the same way. Maybe Cody's going to take some time off, and Paul's going to do some of the heavy lifting. You know, and become a little more part-time. Because, I mean, he's getting up there. He's got family and stuff like that too, right? So who knows what's going to happen there. So purely speculation of a podcaster at this point, and that's the kind of speculation that you guys are buying into at patreon.com/wrestling mayhem show. We have a lot of stuff. Again, not a lot of exclusive stuff lately, but a lot of you're going to get this with less commercials and things like that. And generally just love, we get to say your name every week on the show, however you want us to. And some of you take us up on that, and you never know what you're going to get. Of course, Bradley's got a seat. He does not have to pay for his seat at Sorgstock this week because he's a manager up there. And I think everybody's been supporting the show. At the fan show level, thanks to our friend and longtime patroner, Bo Diggity! Woo! As well. See, you guys can do it. Why can't Mike? We got to give him a new headset. Team Hammer Fist doing those great graphics for the Sorgstock promotions. Bubba Brewer of the Triple B podcast. I saw you giving me a share. Thank you, Bubba. As well as at the Poppy Club level, Dave Prof Pod Ponder, which wants to remind you to use code Dave26 at gcxe.com/eventspa for discounted registration races. Also, I noticed that he used that clip last week when we were talking about what we could do with wrestlers and marathons and posted that as well. So I appreciated that. Rats in a Trench Coat, Tony Kincaid. T-Pop himself, True Prince of Pro. Hello.
Here.
The Mike Tenay of the Wrestling Mayhem show. At the Pete's Club level is the Riz. Boo. What? Turkey?
Well,
not turkey, Sorg. It's too early.
Turkey Sorg.
Hey,
Turkey
just
Sorg.
because I just finished this wonderful pumpkin spice latte. Does not mean it's
Sorg.
time for
So
turkeys yet.
You don't get the.
It's late August.
You are drinking pumpkin spice.
I am.
Therefore, turkey Sorg.
Oh, jeez. Jeez, how'd you know? How'd you know? All the pumpkin
just said
spice. And of
So
course,
here,
Justin
Buffy.
Cleaver. What? Oh. And Buff Eagle. I got a message from somebody this week.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of Buff Eagle, somebody has broken their silence overseas. So, yeah,
They're back.
there's a no. Well, I mean, they're still. I think they're still overseas. But they said they might be giving us some content soon. So, just gonna put that out there. It happens when it happens. Also, Justin Cleaver supporting the show at the Pizza Club level, at the manager level. As I said, Tina Keys, who sponsored 3 matches on Sorg Talk this week, guys. That's amazing. Thank you for the support for that. That helps me pay the people that put the show on and make sure we're definitely going to be paying people that it's not like I don't have the money already aside, but it'd be great to know that money's not going to just go into the air.
Right.
Wrestling promotion is hard, maybe harder than podcasting. So what's up, Riz?
Oh no, keep going, Sorg.
And of course, at the manager level, Bradley.
Okay, there it is. Press the
Yay!
button.
Will Bradley get a wedgie this Friday by somebody? Who knows? He did at the first Wrestling Mayhem Show Presents event.
Look at this torque.
Look
right
at the
here.
form on Megan, though. Look at the form on Megan.
Elbows up.
Look at the
Elbows up,
elbow.
yeah.
There's a good cinch up there. You think Tony Schiavone taught her that?
Maybe.
You think Tony
Also, there's
Schiavone is a good wedgie? Oh, come on, Riz.
What?
All
it
right.
just happened, Sorg.
It did happen. It did. Anyways, Pew Pew ponders in the chat room. OTM, when did they get Jada Parker? She's a star just waiting to be on Raw or SmackDown. Yes. And Mick Foley, he'll put asses in seats. Yes. Tina's up there. Of course, Bradley can't be the only one to throw his manager weight around. There you go. Absolutely. So anyways, and so let's get into it. I'm going to hand the keys of the show over to T-Pop here for a few minutes.
I have keys.
You have keys. Yes, you're driving this car.
Royce keys.
Yes.
I have Royce keys.
You have Roy's keys. I'm going to hand the Roy's keys
He
over
wasn't
to...
on AAA, but
No,
I
he
have
wasn't. He could be. I don't know. Anybody can
I'll
be
take
anywhere
him.
these days.
That'd be fun.
Has he got his passport? Let's go. Actually, yes, he debuted in like Germany or something, didn't he? So, anyways, T-Pop, what happened this past week on AAA, and what do we have look forward to? Whatever they're calling the NXT show this or the AAA show this weekend.
Hola de calor.
Hola de calor.
Okay, so AAA TV this week.
Yes,
We had a match between Omos and Galeno.
that was pretty great.
Now, this match was supposed to be a part of the AAA Latin American title tournament,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason, Damian Priest just isn't there.
Okay,
But they don't mention this, and it annoyed me.
uh-huh.
It went to a double DQ because apparently Galeno hits him with stairs, doesn't get DQ'd, but when Omos does it, we have to call for the bell.
Oh yeah.
I was very annoyed by that. They were being rude to Omos.
They're
Omos
being
then
rude to
threatens-
Omos.
He threatens to kill Galeno
Mhm.
by throwing the stairs out of the ring onto his head.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was.
Rey Mysterio stopped him, and for his trouble, Omos almost chokeslammed him.
Mm-hmm.
A very funny visual of Dorian Roldan getting in the ring, begging him not to do it. While in the background, you see Dominic, like a little shithead, being like, do it, do it. He's just jumping up and down, asking him to chokeslam Rey. Omos, because of that, gets suspended, so he's not going to be around for a while. Galeno's injured because of the attack. And we find out later during the Rey Mysterio media blitz that Sorg doesn't watch.
No, I skipped those. I skipped those for sure.
Yeah, you miss all the good stuff.
Listen, man, I'm usually watching AAA while I'm working, like I did today, which means I'm not going to sit there and watch and read subtitles for 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
It's the good stuff.
I know it's the good stuff, but I don't want homework at the moment.
Well, if you watched it, you would learn that for some reason
yes.
now, the Latin American title tournament match, like the title match that was supposed to be on Triple Mania, is now on Ola de Calor. And because Omos is suspended and Galeno's injured, Damian Priest just got added to the match. So now it's El Fiscal, La Parca, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., and Damian Priest for the Latin American title. when Damian Priest showed up in AAA in June as the big signing and hasn't done anything since. He just gets the title shot.
Okay.
So that annoyed me. We had a 4-way tag match for the number 1 contenders for the tag titles at Ola de Calor. Los Americanos, LWO, the Psycho Circus, and who the heck was the last team? Oh my god, I should remember this. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
The money guys? Did you mention the money
Oh
guys?
yeah, Money Machine.
Money
of
Machine.
course. How could I forget Money Machine? They're my favorites.
JBL's favorite team.
Oh, they're the best. He said on commentary that it would be like if him and the $1 Million Man were a tag team, but they wouldn't be giving out the money.
Yes, absolutely.
And they said they would wear the lucha masks.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a crazy match. Los Americanos ended up getting the win, so they're facing the War Raiders at Ola de Calor for the tag titles.
It pleases me so much to hear Corey Graves calling a Joaquin Wild match for old school reasons in Pittsburgh, by the way. In so Mexico. Good. Oh my god.
And he goes out of his way to like reference the stuff he's doing and like how this is still like the old version of him coming back out.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah, he's supporting his buddy. You know what I mean? He has some extra stuff to put in there, and it's tremendous. I love how it comes together.
And in the main event of the evening, that was the Penta and Bronco Nima match, which was very short. Like, it literally went like 4 minutes. Penta just rolled him up and beat him.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising to me too.
Which Penta then points out, see, I told you he's the weak link. Bronco Nima gets kicked out of the group. Then they still try to recruit Penta.
Yeah.
It was very funny to me.
There was like some discussion on commentary. They were confused on whether that meant that he will not join the group and just not that he's not going to be like forced to, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
They were like, oh, we got rid of the dead weight. Like, just join us.
Yeah, I thought the thing was he wins and he joins the group. I could have been mistaken on that one.
If Penta won, he got his choice to just be free. But if Bronco won, Penta had to join the group.
Mm-hmm.
Los Perros del Mal kicked out Bronco Nima and said, we got rid of the dead weight. Now join us. And Penta said no. So they jumped him.
Yeah, they still beat him up anyways. It's fine.
And then Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee made the save, setting up for, at Ola de Calor, Penta, Rey Fenix, and Dragon Lee versus Los Perros del Mal, which should be a crazy match. Blew me away that that's happening on this show and not Triple Mania. Because when we get to that, there's nothing announced for Triple Mania, really. You have Dominic and El Grande Americano. You have the Copa, which is basically a little Royal Rumble type match. And then during a backstage segment, we learn that Flammer will be defending her Reina de Reinas championship against the winner of a gauntlet match at Ola de Calor. Well, so those are the only 3 things announced for Triple Mania, and it's a 2-night event.
So I feel like, I mean, we have we have the main events, right? Kind of listed there. I feel like we are talking 1, 2, like at least 2 TVs. You have Sunday night's main event. You have the tournament that's happening for that week. You're gonna have a lot because is SmackDown down there too? No, because
SmackDown the week before, or the SmackDown before Triple Mania is there. They're doing like the whole Mexico loops there.
So wait, so they're doing SmackDown. It isn't the Triple Mania.
They're doing SmackDown in Mexico while they're doing Triple Mania in Vegas
at the same time.
Well, I don't know if it's the same time just because of time zone differences, but
maybe it has to be after. Has to be after.
But it's the same day, so because they're in Mexico like that whole week.
Yeah. That's nuts. And then they're like then we're gonna have them do it's gonna be at it starts Friday, September 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern in Vegas. So there's only an hour before SmackDown comes on in that. So wait. Night 1, Friday, September, and then SmackDown. No, SmackDown's got to be 8 Eastern, right? So 7 p.m. Eastern in Vegas is like 10 o'clock, right? For them locally. And then 7 p.m. Eastern time in Mexico City as well on Sunday. That's Sunday. Is that on YouTube for us?
As far as I'm aware,
Okay.
I don't think
'Cause
anything's changed.
yeah, they're not doing any pay-per-view at this point. Because Triple Mania was included in, like, Triller was doing pay-per-views for a while there too, right?
Yeah.
So we're here to interpret all of the things, languages and time zones. And where did we decide to put this time?
But we got one more thing
Mm.
announced for Ola de Calor, as we got a vignette for the mystery monster that's been attacking Psycho Clown.
Mhm.
He finally has a name, and it is El Carnicerio, which means the butcher.
Hmm.
He had a vignette of him in the back of a truck in like a cage that was driving through the desert, and then they unlocked the cage and let him out. So he's having his debut match on Ola de Calor.
Hmm.
But we don't know who it's against, so it's probably just a squash match. Setting up for, I assume, his match with Psycho Clown at Triple Mania.
Interesting. We don't even have Triple Mania listed on the website yet, or the Heatwave show or anything. It's gonna be in Texas. Well, it's so wait. So what do we have going on their show Sunday again?
So Sunday is Los Perros del Mal versus Penta, Rey Fenix, and Dragon Lee in a 6-man tag. The Mystery Gauntlet for the #1 contenders for the Reina de Reinas Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Los Americanos challenging the War Raiders for the tag titles. You have El Carnicerio having his debut match. And you have the contract signing between El Grande Americano and Dominic Mysterio for the Triple Mania main event.
I mean, this isn't gonna be like. I mean, honestly, this isn't gonna be a huge show. This is gonna be like. It's gonna be their Sunday Night Heat. I feel, right? Like, so you're talking about
A little bit. Like, they definitely set up some big stuff for it, but like this past episode of AAA TV was very much a, oh shit, we have a show to build to. Let's do stuff. Because, like, Rey Mysterio, like, I get he's the GM. He was all over this show. Because he had to be like, oh, I got this for this show. Okay, this is happening.
They were mentioning on commentary, like, don't you ever sleep, brother? You know, you're just on everything going on this show, you know.
It's always so awkward, too, when it's just, like, a match ended, and then it cuts to the back, and they don't pretend like this was earlier in the night when they do the media blitz thing. So it's just like, it seems like Ray gets up and goes, okay, I gotta talk to the media for a second.
go try
and then he comes back, he's like, okay, next match.
Yeah.
Like, so weirdly timed. At least when they did the backstage segment with him and Flammer, like, they were like, oh, this was earlier in the night, because they showed it right after Omos hit him.
Well, then they have times where he, like, comes back, like, halfway through a match, too. Like, to like, kind of put over the
And then
idea.
there was the one it was the week before, when he was involved with something, and he was in the ring, and someone needed to translate, and Corey Graves is like, Andrea, come here. So Andrea Bazarte sits down and translates, as if she wasn't just sitting there waiting to do it.
Like, we have a random translator in arm's length to pull in here, because Ray's not around.
Meanwhile, it was when her boyfriend's in the ring and got into a fight with Dom. Like, I think the last thing she wants to do is translate
I thought that's who it was.
Yeah.
That's great. That show is going to be at noon, I believe, on Eastern time on Sunday, and that's going to lead into the 3 p.m. show for NXT's Heatwave. They have a lot more set. It feels like a lot more set up for that than I feel like AAA does. I mean, this stuff isn't even listed on the site right now. But they have so much going on, and then we have like Sunday night's main event the next week. So what do we have? We have a 4-way at NXT for the championship. Grayson Waller. Oh, what is his name now? Cruz Montana, Zilla Fatu, and of course the champion Tony D'Angelo. That should be interesting. They love their 4-ways. Kendall Gray and Kalani Jordan for the women's championship. Miles Bourne, Jason Drake for the North American. And let's see this is pretty a full on show. Is this going to be a 3-hour show on like, what is CW can just like say, hey, we're just going to do 3 hours of WWE on a Sunday afternoon. Like, that's pretty great, actually, right?
It's like a show, Sorg.
What's that?
But also thinking of show.
That is a point. I don't know what does happen on the CW on Sunday afternoons. It's a mystery to me.
That's going to be our spin-off podcast. We're just going to talk about what airs on the CW on a Sunday afternoon.
Or is this going to be like when we were exploring the places that TNA Impact was going when they went to Destination America, and we were looking up the shows on that network because we never heard of it, and they had like Amish ghost stories and weird stuff like that.
Was that the channel that Schitt's Creek was on, or was that Pop
remember.
TV?
I can't remember.
I just remember one of those that constantly advertised Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, that was Pop TV. Destination America.
Was it Pop TV, like the channel that used to be TV Guide channel? Am I wrong in that memory? That core memory I apparently have.
You are right.
Yeah.
Those channels only existed for me to watch TNA. After that, I don't know what was on it before or after.
That was it. The contract ended because the channel did, probably. Ooh. Let's see. Zarya, North American Championship. Zarya against Speed Champion Ren Sinclair versus Kaylee Armstrong versus in a title unification match. We're getting rid of the Speed Championship?
So we're just going to get rid of the North American Championship.
Oh, okay. And it's just going to be a Speed Championship. That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense. I don't even know what's happening.
Lives on.
Yeah, exactly. And Jada Parker versus Nadia in a submission match, of course. So Nadia being around has been really interesting. Grayson Waller has been really interesting. You know, I can't say that they're really kind of taken off for me, but you know, there's some good stuff on NXT these days. I feel, you know, they did just have their most recent talent raid happen, so we'll see how all that goes. Yeah, but yeah, it feels like a bigger show than when they did Great American Bash, to be honest, because I think that was like a 2-hour show, and that was it at 7:00 on a Sunday afternoon, you know, on the CW. Like that feels like, yo, I got Simpsons to watch if I'm just watching TV. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that's all I got on that. Well, anyways, we do have a lot going on coming up here, and you know, hey, let's talk about Sorgstock for a minute. Of course, coming up on IndieWrestling.us on all the streaming channels. We'll have it all up on YouTube and IndieWrestling.live. So in some form or another, I'm too busy thinking about the show about how we're going to do the stream part of it, but that's fine. That's just second nature for me. But we do have a lot going on, and let me get to my matchy graphics for this. I do have an update. We don't even have a graphic for this yet. But if you are interested, we're going to have the Runway versus Wild Wild South, which is Georgia South and Shelby Water. I have an update for that from you guys. I just got the approval from our buddy Kyle down there at Pit Fight. This match will be for the Pit Fight Championship to start the show on Friday for Sorgstock. So
opening the show.
What's that?
This is the Pit Fight Tag Championships opening show?
Yep, opening the show with the Pit Fight Tag Championships. Riz,
Awesome.
You have an opinion on that?
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, wait, aren't they the tag championships? Kyle, hey, let's do some business here. And we're going to get that going on there. So I'm very excited to have that. I love to be able to feature things like this. And of course, the match that I don't know how this is going to go, Sammy Seintimer against Billy the Alien.
I'm so excited.
You're excited.
Billy the Alien's going to kick Sammy's ass. It's going to be fun.
Oh, I love
You seen that alien? That's a tough alien. It's had its head ripped off before.
And of course, Gory did retain the championship this weekend, so the bite off will be a RWA No Limits championship. Dude, if I got an NWA belt, I just need a.
If you get the NWA championship,
listen, man, maybe next time
in a bite off sword,
maybe next time we'll book the Troublemakers and we can get the NWA JCP championship. Okay.
Yeah.
They've been shopping those around a good bit in the area lately, right? So I mean, we filmed 2 of those championship matches over the last 2 months, or last month actually, I think, wasn't it? So that's gonna be a fun one. There's been a rule update for that, by the way.
No.
We haven't talked about this, but this is not gonna be. Yeah, there's gonna be bites, but the bites aren't. It's not just going to be a match where there's going to be biting.
Okay.
So think an Iron Man match, and the most bites wins at the end of the time period.
I feel bad for whoever's the ref in that match to keep counting all
Probably
that.
George.
They bite a lot.
We're gonna have numbers on the screen. We're gonna have it all set up. We're gonna have to go through a thing, kind of
So
thing.
wait,
So
I gotta have a point of order here.
point of
because
order.
I think T-Pop and I have seen a similar style of match before.
Oh, really?
Is it biting? Is it only biting the wrestlers?
It's biting each other.
Or
that's
that's
the
a
rule.
good question.
The biting,
Like,
it has to be biting each other. If you bite the referee,
Not-
if you bite a fan, if you bite
Is-
Riz, it does not count to the points.
I mean, I've heard they're going to be biting Bradley though, so that does count.
What?
That's extra points if you
That's
bite
Extra
Bradley.
points. I mean, we could set a roll. I'll have to take it to the the championship committee for the Wrestling Mayhem Show presents and see what we're going to do about that. So.
Yeah.
Also, we need to establish a championship committee. Actually, no, it's not our championship.
We have a
Okay,
championship?
I need to go to RWA for this actually. So and because it's their championship, they have a championship committee. I have to talk to them and get that approved. Okay, if there's extra points for that in the fairness of the No Limits Championship. Riz,
Mhm.
what was the No Limits Championship role this past weekend? You were at RWA. What
It
is?
was the only way a pinfall can happen is if a top rope move was administered.
Oh, an aerial assault match.
Yes,
Okay, it was Gory and
Dios.
Dios Salvador.
Dios
Okay,
Salvador.
oh, I love Dios. He's a great talent out there. Even if I don't agree with some of his doings out there. And also another one. I don't know how this is going to go. People are being really hush hush with me on this one. So I'm going to find out there, I think, on that day. But it's a video game match, whatever that's going to mean, between Mikey Montgomery and the coming out of retirement One Cool Cat,
Wow.
Justin Idol.
That's
Got
gonna be
Justin
fun.
Idol out of retirement for this match.
That's right. We pulled him out of retirement. He's going to be part of this match, and against I mean, Mikey's been on fire, until recently. Enjoy Wrestling champion. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's getting a title shot soon or something
Yep.
like that, right? On the
Fifth anniversary
fifth
show.
anniversary show. Enjoy Wrestling. By the way, Enjoy Wrestling just dropped the Best for Business show on YouTube. Please go watch that. That was a tremendous show. And I really enjoyed that one. For sure. Also the runway matches is I forgot to mention, and I don't know if I used the right graphic. It is sponsored by Roots Jewelry Affair, and they will be there and have a table. And I don't know if you saw in the post, Podner was showing off some of the jewelry on AwesomeCast last week. So there you go. It seemed appropriate. And the video game match is also sponsored by our own Tina Keys, as is the back to school match. I don't know how it's going to go. I mean, Los Tonios is the father of the duo, so that seems a little weird to me. I don't know. Is he seeing his son Luca off to school in this situation? Riz, do you have any background? You're hanging with the jocks all the time these days.
I've been told not to talk to MDMA for a while.
Okay.
Since then, and no, nobody's told me what. No, nobody's said anything.
There's there's not a lot of communication happening here.
No, I'm scared, Sorg.
Mm-hmm. By the way, for that runway match presented by Roots Jewelry Affair, Bling, Beauty, and more.
Nice.
So, and then finally, the last of the announced matches, Brianna Bands is coming into town against amateur wrestler Reese Hayes. This is definitely one. Again, they were part of a 7-way scramble for the hybrid championship, the last Big 880 show. And there was like a brief exchange between them. And I'm sitting there producing the show and says, I think I want to see more of that. So I'm glad Reese is coming in for this one. We haven't seen him since the first show at the 20th anniversary when something happened. And but I think this is going to be a fun match too. And again, we're going to have so much more going on. The show starts at 7 p.m. locally. So if you're here with us, and I've been seeing the tickets rolling out too. We're going to have music. We're going to have art. We're going to have photo ops. I'm working on seeing if we can get a food vendor in there as well, so you can just come in and grab some food when you come in. Facade, he was just a guest on us. We kind of alluded to this last week. Something happening. Facade will be doing live graffiti art there, and we might be doing something fun with that you might be able to get your hands on that unique piece of art there. At 7:00. Also, we have, like I mentioned, live music. Our friend DJ Sykes is going to be a part of it. He's going to be spinning some tunes. I asked for a wrestling themed set. So that was the only rule I gave him. He kind of asked for a little bit of a clarification. So I'm excited to see what he does a great job on the MySpace nights. So come early, jam to some tunes. This is a celebration of wrestling. That's what we're here to do. And also, this is a multicultural and also a multi-species affair, because the biggest star of the April Fool's show obviously was Gary the Dragon, and Gary will be there for photo ops. You have no idea the negotiations that needed to happen for this.
He had a big rider for you to
God.
go for.
To tell you, there will be catering this time for sure.
He wanted specific M&Ms.
Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't even know they had purple ones. Anyway, so a lot of that's going down this Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tony Kincaid and Toddy Tondero will be on the call. Eamon will be on the ring announcing duties, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that. I think it's going to go smoothly. I don't think there's going to be any interruptions. We've been making sure everything's been tight. So I think we're going to be good there. Also announced the MV Young will be there. It is his house. He'd probably be there anyways. He kind of has to be there, honestly, technically, but according to the state of Pennsylvania, he actually does have to be present, I believe. So either way, but in the meantime, again, I don't know what he's going to be doing. He could be having a match. He could be my sub in case somebody doesn't make it this time. He could be part of the DJ set. He could be also doing an art piece. What art, hypothetically, let's say MV is doing an art piece. What sort of art piece do you think one MV, one Young would be doing?
Like the style, or like the
like Facade's got his graffiti art. Like, what would be the most MV Young art piece that you could see happening?
Like body paint. Okay. He's just gonna powerbomb somebody in on a canvas that's covered in body paint.
God, these are good ideas.
Oh my God, why has no one ever done that? The idea of just the paint flying up, that's really cool.
First problem is the cleanup. So
it's his building. He can clean it up.
That is true. Well, he rents it, but still, I don't know. I don't think anybody would notice. There's already a lot of graffiti art in that building. I don't know if you noticed, especially in that room, the big room where the wrestlers,
where the giant, where the giant bear is.
The giant I thought it was more of a Sasquatch back
there.
That
was a bear.
The big stand-up thing.
Yeah, I thought that was a bear.
I don't know about that. Look at the face again. Look at it in the face.
Okay, stare at it.
A lot of stuff going on. Also, I am going to be putting a parking directions up tomorrow, because I know the neighborhood is kind of difficult. Some people told me they had trouble finding. I'm used to people coming every week for Thursday night fights, and we don't think about these things, I think. But obviously, for new people that want to come in see the show, it's a very city neighborhood, so parking can be a little bit of a pain. The building's very big, so finding the corner of it that you'll want to come into, that's a whole ordeal too. So we're going to have some instructions and maybe a little bit more signage this time as well. So looking forward to it. That is this Friday. It's Sorgstock. Can't wait to get through it, have some fun, and be able to get a good night's sleep when everything is awesome. But again, it's a celebration of wrestling. This is, we talked about, Jim. I talked about it with Jim LaMotta today at pwmania.com. Like, this is, I hope that we are providing something different than what a lot of our friends and other people are doing in the city around professional wrestling. I'm hoping it's an opportunity for people to do, have different matchups, feature different people, have new ways to have matchups and new ways to present a wrestling show kind of in general.
Sorg, you have three different companies coming to your show. You have RWA, you have 880, you have Pit Fight.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all gonna mingle and and have a good time at Sorgstock.
Did you almost call it Sorgfest? Did you
Yes, I
almost Jeremy Piven this show, dude?
I almost went Summerfest.
Riz
Sorg.
Risterson,
I'm just waiting for
Riz
WrestleMania,
Ristofferson
okay?
is the Jeremy Piven of the Wrestling Mayhem show.
Mhm. You know what I mean, Sorg.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I'm just, like I said, I'm waiting for WrestleMania, Sorg.
Rizzlemania? You want a Rizzlemania? You want to run a show, Riz? You want to book a show?
No, I don't want to
Riz,
book a show.
I mean, you get to do the fun part of booking a show,
which is not booking this, which is like what?
Booking a show's always fun. It's just the rest of the
Show?
problem. Let me book a card. I'll do that. Everything
Book a
else
card.
running a show
Oh,
sounds
it's
like
a
a
lot.
nightmare.
It's a lot more than
It's a
that.
lot.
Yes, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I already know it's a lot, and my brain cannot handle that.
Bradley
right now.
keeps telling me how I'm doing, or keeps asking me how I'm doing. Let me put
How
it
are
that
you
way.
doing, Sorg? How are you doing,
I
Sorg?
got a whole.
Sorg, how you doing?
Listen. I'm never okay. That's the answer. I'm never okay. Or else I wouldn't be doing all this stuff just to feel something. Anyways, guys. Help fill it with me at Sorgerstock this weekend. Hey, we're going to be right back. We'll talk about little more wrestles and what we learned after this.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back.
The people want to know, when is Sorgstock returning?
Look out, the monkey thinks blue. What the fuck you gonna do? We are the crack crew.
For social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
It is a Wrestling Mayhem show, still rocking here with the Riz and T-Pop. Let us know what's going on south of the border, if you will. So, And hey, we saw I read an old ad there because I'm kind of working on bringing something back because I really love the old Just Pro Wrestling News concept that we did. Matt Carlin's, the consummate professional actual
He's still
journalist.
running down. I think I passed him on the way.
Yeah, that's right. He ran away 2 years ago. He was part of the Renegade Rumble. He was doing video for us, and we haven't seen him again. But once in a while, he sends me a really good news story. So there's that, right? Using some tools, and there's more tools here to help information gather. And of course, we have a template based on what Matt put together of like, hey, the kinds of things we don't want to share, not rumors, not anything else, just like this is the news that was happening from reliable sources. So using some tools, I'm trying to put it back together. We've been running it for the last 2 weeks. Actually, are we on the third week? I think we're about coming up on 2 weeks. Try my best to make sure it gets posted every weekday at least, because brother needs a break. And I hope you guys are enjoying that. It's over Just Pro Wrestling News. We have a TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and we just started integrating it in the Sorgatron Media master feed the last couple of days. So again, if you have any feedback for us, like I said, I will just say we are using some interesting tools to try to put it together here, because without having somebody like Matt, who's very busy running down the street apparently, or working at PXI, depends on which universe that you live in. It's something that I believe there's a place for, because there's a 5-minute tech headlines news show, and I have not seen. I was hoping that we did it for a while. Somebody with a little more, a little more presence, like a Wrestle Talk or one of these other companies would like pick up and do a short news podcast a day for wrestling. And I haven't seen it. So it felt like the time I saw a technique and I was like, I think we can do this. So let me know what you think about it. I'm developing it. It's not going to be perfect every day for something on that scale. But let me know, what you think about ways we can improve it, things like that. I'm probably not the good news reader. I'm listening to my voice every day, and I'm not really crazy about it, to be quite honest. I don't know if I'm the one that I want me to listen to with the news necessarily. Matt had a great voice for this stuff and great attitude and personality for it. So if you want to check that out, again, it's on all that stuff. We might bring back the solo feed for podcasting eventually. I'm not entirely sure at this point. We'll see where it goes. But right now, it's kind of made for, we actually get it done in less than 3 minutes. So that it is on your reels, it's on your shorts. So even if you just subscribe to it, it's going to pop up in your feed. Just like, I know I follow like Under the Desk News and things like that kind of keep me updated on things, journalists doing some cool things. So, doing that kind of thing. Let me know what you guys think about it. And that's out there in the world. So cool. T-Pop, you and I watched way too much wrestling this weekend. And that included Ring of Honor had Death Before Dishonor, and Death by Way of Dishonor? I don't know. At the ECW arena. And then TNA brought back the Lockdown pay-per-view for the first time in I think a decade in Chicago. First of all, they both hit wrestling towns. Fucking fantastic. First, let's talk about Death by Dishonor. Before Dishonor. Damn it.
Death Before Dishonor.
Thank you.
Is this your summer or a Sorgfest moment?
Is a Sorgfest. Hey, this one's actually hard. So first of all, I know you take notes when you watch these shows. What really stuck out to you from this show?
Okay, there's a couple matches that stuck out, but the first one I want to talk about is Leo Rush versus Action Andretti in a Fight Without Honor match.
Oh my God, was that something?
Leo Rush coming out with the Sabu tribute pants on.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. And then he did at one point, throws the chair at Action Andretti while he's in the corner, Sabu style. And the chair somehow magically hits him and sticks in the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
To which he looks over and goes, well, okay. Grabs another chair and throws that at the chair. While Caprice Coleman is dying on commentary laughing. He's like, how the heck did that happen?
It was something that happened, and the entire room was just kind of going nuts for this thing that happened, right? So it was just the wildest thing. We're gonna show it here. Boom! It hits and lands.
It just sticks. It's not even.
In my mind, the ghost of Sabu was holding the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's
It's
crazy.
even
And he did
funnier.
the taunt too. He did the Sabu taunt at the end there too.
It's
was
even
amazing.
funnier because later in the match, Action Andretti tries to wedge a chair in the ropes and he's struggling with it. And Caprice was like, just let the ghost of the ECW arena do it. He was doing good last time.
Absolutely, like that was incredible. Yeah, no, this was. I don't think my wife had seen much of the Leo Rush character, so I'm like, you have to watch this. You have got to watch this and what he's been up to, because we were there in New Japan when he was starting to do like kind of the black thing, the black ooze thing coming out of his
Yeah,
mouth.
the black heart.
Yeah, the black. It was like kind of like early black art. This was like probably just over a year ago when we were at DC for the New Japan show, and he was starting a feud with Ali. I know, because there was a attack backstage that we were filming, and to see it develop into what this thing is now, like the dude moves so crazy, and he came out with the umbrella hat with barbed wire around it. I was like, oh, this is the thing right here. I ended up losing the belt to Andretti with everybody coming out, by the way.
It was ridiculous how many run-ins were in that. The lights go out and Hook's in the ring. Why does Hook have the power of the lights?
Whoa. You know what he did? That was a Taz spot.
That was Taz.
That was a Taz spot when he came back one time.
That was the ECW arena. Lights go out.
Yes.
Comes back on. It was either going to be Taz or Sabu, and it's always Taz.
Yes. Like it was a big moment. So like he was resembling his father's situation there. So obviously Op's super involved, and Andretti now part of that. I think it's perfect.
Anthony Bowen stopped Leo from getting the black box. They poured glass on a table, and Action Andretti did a springboard 450 to the outside through Leo and the table.
Oh, so bad. So rough.
And then he kicked out of that. That was the crazy part. Like, it kept going.
Well, it was
Leo kicked out at one at that.
It was very Ring of Honor at that point, plus Supernatural, so it was going to be absolutely bonkers.
I want to say one thing, though, about that. That was my favorite part. When Leo poured out the glass earlier in the match, in the ring, after he did his spot, he got the broom and sweeped it up.
Yes.
And I thought that was really nice.
It was very interesting to sweep it up. Of course, they used it for something later. But still, it was like, okay, that's it was like at the moment you're like, what are we doing right now? Right. So that's incredible. Sorry, I'm going to try to get the names right here, because again, the Ring of Honor tired watching things don't really kind of fit in. Main event, Athena main evented again on this one. Hakuzi, is that her name? I'm sorry. Hazuki, thank you. She was just speaking of, Suzuki's on that Enjoy Wrestling show that just dropped this week, and had a tremendous match, one of the best matches I've seen out of Danny Moe. It was so good, guys. And again, for this to be the main event of this thing, again pushing Athena just even further along in her record, breaking championship run here, the forever champion. It's incredible. Bandito and Nick Wayne. I had a comment on that. I don't know if you saw this, T-Pop, on the social medias. I said that Bandito is the new big bout machine.
Oh, absolutely. I made a post where I said, I'm just, at this point, I'm convinced Bandito's the best wrestler in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Like he can do no wrong in my eyes. He's so good. Everyone you put him with, he just meshes with perfectly somehow.
Like they're the ones like Bandito is to that as Lee is to the technical wrestling, right? And hell, that's a match I want to see down the line too. I want to see a main event match with Bandito and Lee Moriarty at Ring of Honor. I think that would be the most absolute bonkers thing you would ever see. Right. It's like what they're turning in there at Ring of Honor is it may seem random on paper, but you watch this thing, man. Like there's some glorious stuff that's happening. Nick Wayne, that was Nick Wayne's coming out party for sure. Like if you're like, why is Nick Wayne here? He's had some good. Didn't he have a TNT Championship match or something recently on Collision?
Yeah,
in
I
recent
think
weeks.
so.
So he is like he went to finishing school in the juniors tournament over in Japan, and he is just sending it right now. He's just hitting this level of maturity, I think, with these high level matches. So
I will say, like, because we love Bandito, and
Mhm.
I've constantly said this, where it's like, I just want him to lose that title just so he can just focus more on AEW stuff.
Yeah.
Nick Wayne's the guy who needs to beat him.
Yeah.
Like, they were making it
Yeah.
a big deal in the show where he's like, he can be the youngest world champion in Ring of Honor history. And then said after he lost, he had 3 more years to do that. Because he's 3 years younger than the previous youngest guy.
That feels like some foreshadowing to me.
Like, he needs to be the one to do it. And plus, the way they finished it was so perfectly, too. Where it was like, Nick Wayne got too confident, he tried to cheat, and it backfired on him. So then now he can learn from that.
Absolutely.
Come back and be the one to do it.
The surprise match of the night, we were supposed to get Lee versus Nigel McGuinness. Nigel is injured. He's still going with the National Cup, I believe. Continental Cup. But he did get replaced for this because his career was going to be on the line for this one in Ring of Honor. But the match with Lee and Shibata was tremendous. The first time that like Lee has been majorly on the ropes during his long championship run, ran out of all of his rope breaks, and really kind of has a flash win on Shibata on this thing out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was great too, because it was like they were emphasizing too that like Shibata's beaten Lee before. Lee hasn't beaten Shibata.
Yeah.
And he was down in the rope break, so he's like trying to like it almost in like Lee's a very obviously technical and like composed wrestler, but it was almost a little like panicky of like I'm out of this, I have to do something.
He's
So
still
that finish coming out of nowhere was just perfect.
Right. He's been so composed and you know, you needed something that shook him. And Shibata was like the one to do it. Because like who's like more of a technical master than Shibata, right? You know, at least in the way he's been presented since his you know, AEW premiere. You know, between him and Nigel, you know, I mean, that's like those are the dream matches for Lee in the Pure Championship, as far as I'm concerned, right? I can't even think of anybody else. I don't know who takes that belt off. And again, Bandito, you have an answer with Nick Wayne. Athena, I don't know. Like you have these like, who's the one that dethrones them? I mean, didn't we have these questions with Roman for a while when he had the 3-year championship? Who dethrones him at this point? He's been through everybody at this point, right? Same with Athena. Like, other than somebody coming in and just walloping her or something, right? Which I hope they don't do in the end of things. Like, it needs to be a WrestleMania 40 type moment on that Ring of Honor scale. It should be an all in, to be quite honest, right? It's so wild, you know, and she's absolutely making that company at this point. And Red Velvet and stuff happening at the TV championship level is not half bad either. You know, that 4-way was pretty good. I want Marina. God, when I went back and did Defy for the first time last year, Marina came in, won, and cut a promo. She cut a promo, guys, and was talking about how you know how she's going at it. Nobody wants to challenge her and things like that because she's the Defy Women's Champion right now. And I was like, I want this Marina in AEW. Let it happen, you know. So we'll see what happens with it. So very good show. I think that's about it for that one. New tag champions, in the. Oh, what are they? The Lethal Swirl?
Something like that.
Something like that. So.
I miss Dalton Castle and the Troublemakers. Or the Trouble.
You mean the Outrunners?
Outrunners.
My brain is not working today.
That's all right. It's late. I get it. Lethal Twist. Lethal Twist. There you go. Sorgfest this weekend. Don't search that one. Tina's saying, of course, Pacific Northwester up there. I've seen this. Nick Wayne has been sharpening iron. Nick had a Continental title match against Mox at the Collision when they came here. Oh, there you go. Case in point, right? Then we go to TNA. TNA had their lockdown show. Now they had a few interesting things. Joe Alonzo had a match for the audience as a dark match representing AAW, which is the local Chicago promotion, and I think has ended up being signed to the promotion that night as well.
Yeah, they did a thing at the AAW show the night before where Santino Marella popped up on the screen and told Joe that he was defending the title that he has at the lockdown before the show, and if Joe won, he got the contract. So he beat the hometown man and got his contract.
So you got that. Avery Styles also signed. I think he just made an appearance to say, hey, I'm signed for the most part. So we'll see how that goes. And then Kiera Hogan came back as well as the mystery partner for Allie since Rosemary has been disappeared, apparently. So retaining that tag championship, women's knockouts, tag championship. So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, there's one match that I need everyone to go out of their way to go watch if you hadn't seen anything from Lockdown. And that is the Jason Hotch Mustafa Ali match for the international title.
I think everybody's seen that jump off the cage. There was an interesting other angle from down by the table.
They did so many insane things. At one point, Jason Hotch hits him with a pile driver on the top rope, like on the corner, and they just slide down. They fought out of the cage. Jason Hotch hits the crossbody through the table, and then they're carrying Jason Hotch out like he's Mankind in Hell in a Cell. He's hurt. Mustafa Ali goes over to Jason Hotch's family and steals his daughter's plush dinosaur.
Yes.
To get him to fight him. He threw it back in the ring and said, come on, let's go.
This is a fan cam of the Jason Hotch jump, and blow! That looks so gross.
I've watched like every single fan cam of that. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. He hits it so perfectly too,
so good.
And they just explode that table.
Yes. What is Athena? Athena gets beat by the debuting Davina Rose. Hold on. Bailey.
Oh, did you see the thing? She apparently was backstage at Lockdown.
Really?
Well, it's not. She was there to support Cora Jade, or whatever her name is now. What's her name? Elena Black. That's her name.
That's not too far outside because that's a partner. You know what I mean? I don't think that's any issue. Anybody popping up backstage there. So plus she's got the lodestone thing going on too. So she's really insanely supportive of just everybody else in the business, right? So yeah, that all tracks for me. I can't see her going to TNA. I mean, I guess maybe, but
see it
kind of thing. Also kind of related to that, Johnny Gargano acting like he's not around anymore too.
That would be interesting.
He updated his Twitter account, I think they said, with booking information. So he's been dealing with, of course, passing of his father. 90 days. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there as well. I mean, his contract could be just expiring as well. So he hasn't gone off that plank since February or January.
No.
So whatever that's
about.
And
he never will, it feels like at this point.
Never will. Listen, if he ever leaves and comes back to WWE like 3 or 4 years from now, he better come back planking.
God, I'd love the idea of how they would do the old school Raws and stuff where it's legends are here, and it's just a bunch of people that are now wrestlers that are legends in the future, and it's just Johnny Gargano's just planking on a box.
Sorg, like you said, his booking information is there. He is a friend of the show.
Will he show up at Sorgstock this week?
Show up at Sorgstock?
I don't think I got that kind of budget. At least
you telling me you can't book the whole shebang on your show?
Maybe half the shebang, maybe a quarter of the shebang.
Johnny Maybe
maybe
I think Johnny Bananas.
I think I can book
show?
an eighth of the shebang. I mean, I'm sure his rate has gone up since he's been, in WWE this whole time.
He'll give you the good brother rate, I promise.
Good brother rate. Yeah, exactly. All I need to do is say, listen, I'm going to book you a Power Rangers birthday party if you come down here. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Oh, those are good conversations back in the day. Davina Rose. Wait, there's actually an Instagram for a Davina Rose. That is somebody else that seems to like anime.
Yeah.
Was there somebody else that was like seemed like they were half out the door? I don't know. It just seems like every other day there's somebody else just like, maybe they're gonna.
Everybody that's not being used is halfway out the door.
Hey, where have they been? I don't know.
If not, they're out the door and they're already on the alumni page.
What happened to Kit Wilson?
Silly joke enough.
You know?
Yeah.
What
Kit
happened
Wilson
to
was
Joe?
on main event. At least the taping.
And apparently injured Matt Cardona, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh, I didn't know he was the one who did it.
I thought
No,
I
saw Kit Wilson wrestled the debuting, what is it, Kyoki Hiromu.
Oh
They wrestled on the Raw taping for main event.
Hey, is he debuted? Like they had him in a promo or something this week, didn't they?
He just had the promo on SmackDown, but he was at. I don't know if that's airing on main event because that'd be weird to debut him on main event before the SmackDown. But he wrestled at least in front of the crowd.
That's nice. And images. It looks like he's not changing much of his appearance and style or anything like that. So I guess.
That's such a fun tag team too, though.
Oh yeah, that could
with
be
them trying to reinvigorate the tag division. You know, the news story we see like every 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
But at least him and Nakamura, that's still a fun team for it.
Yeah, I hope they do a lot with that. I mean, I love that. Hopefully we get a little bit of and here's a little bit. Here's a still from that promo this week with him. And what's the new name again?
Kyoki.
It's right there. It says Kyoki speaking
Which
Japanese.
stands for madness or insanity.
That seems about right for the time bomb. Yeah, though this is going to be a good one. I think. I hope. I freaking hope so.
I just hope Kyoki brings out Daryl again. I miss Daryl.
Did they get Daryl in the deal?
I want Daryl, the stuffed animal. Imagine like the sales if WWE has a plush cat doll named Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I was going with they have another guy who carries a plush around. Imagine Kyoki versus Mr. Iguana.
Or teaming.
Daryl versus Layeska.
Yo, I would not be mad if Kyoki takes a trip down to AAA.
Also,
come on.
Definitely going to be a Mayhem Mania type match, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's going to be a stuffy match for sure this year. Wow. On that note, guys,
pizza.
Wow, reading my mind. Thank you for that transition, Riz. Supporting our friends SliceOnBroadway.com, New York City style. Yins are made, Beachview, Carnegie, East End, North Hill, so many places. Carnegie, they got the great restaurant right next door that they also do. Tim's Market up here in Beachview got some wonderful sandwiches. Go check them out, support them all, and support the guys that support some great Pittsburgh podcasting with some great pepperoni pizza. Check them out, sliceonbroadway.com. Let them know on social medias that you love their support of the Mayhem Show. Let's go with what did we learn from wrestling this week? And before we get to that, partner is also remind us, Jordan Grace was the other one. 74 days since she's been on TV. Although she is like working on her dissertation.
Oh, did you see she's also on an indie show coming up?
What?
There's a Psycho Sid benefit show that has like a giant battle royal, and she's in it. Oh, jeez.
Well, yeah, I probably got clearance for that. Hey, All In's this weekend too, guys.
Oh, that's a thing.
You guys know what's going on there. Okay, real quick, let's do a quick rundown of that before we get to what we learned. AEW All In 2026 card. What does that look like here? Are we excited for? Have they done enough to make you excited for Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay?
Oh yeah.
Have they done enough?
Have they done enough?
Kenny Omega
I feel like they could have stopped 3 weeks ago, and I would have been okay with this. So
I could just name the match and be like, okay, that's it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but that
they didn't need to make Kenny
Renee
Omega psycho.
Yeah, that sit down with Renee Paquette really got me into it even more, though.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny turning into like a super villain.
He kind of did.
Bringing up all of Will Ospreay's failures.
Yep.
Telling him that his son's going to need someone else to look up to. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. So looking forward to that at Wembley. Over 50,000 going to be there from ticket sales so far. Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné. This is the blow off of the initial and New Japan Strong Championship match in Long Beach that I was there on the Switch for, where Mercedes was supposed to get that belt. And of course there was an injury, and Willow got that, and it seems like she's been chasing her ever since. But that's gonna be top women's match. That's gonna be great.
I feel like if this was in any other place other than Wembley, that should be the main event.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they've done such a good job building that up, and it's such a huge match for them.
On the Adam Copeland venue wish list tour, Cage and Cope against the Young Bucks. I mean, that's a dream match happening there. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be great. Women's match, the Dominion and the Brawling Birds. Finally, apparently, what belt is she holding? Is that the Rev, or was what belt does Windsor have there in this graphic?
I have no. What is that?
I don't know what it is. And of course, we have the men's casino gauntlet match. What, MJF and Ciampa are the first two, aren't they? No, Ciampa's Andrade. I'm sorry, but Ciampa's in the next two. How you know? I don't know. And do we have anything else listed? This is the graphic that I got. Was all this?
I mean, the Continental thing, however that plays out.
That's why we don't have anything lined up yet. TNT champion of Falls Count Anywhere, Kevin Knight and Darby Allin is going to be happening. Okay. International Championship is going to be Kyle Fletcher, Okada, and Takeshita.
That's going to steal the show.
Oh my God. Yeah, because everybody individually stole the show in the past. So why, pairing off, of course. So that looks like the confirmed matches so far for the most part.
And I'm sure there'll be like 10-man tags and all that stuff over the pre-show to get everyone on Wembley.
Adam Page and Brodito.
Oh, that.
Against, presumably, we think maybe it's going to be Swerve and whatever the New Day are.
Oh, not just them, too. It's probably going to be like a lot of people.
You think it's
there was so many teams in that segment.
There was.
Saying, oh, we challenge anyone.
There was.
They're all going to get in on that.
Currently, according to Cage Match, there are 9 matches listed. Of course, that is with a lot of question marks between the trios. Who are they facing? And also just who is going to be in the finals of the Continental Title Championship. So with that, let's go to what we learned. Tina starts off with what I learned is we will finally have an additional puppet cast member for the show. What is happening here? I need to hold on. I need to copy and paste this or something. Because I'm in the wrong thing to look at a link.
I did see that beforehand for the show.
I think I saw a glimmer of this
We
before.
have Minnie Monet.
Minnie Monet. Yes. We gotta get Minnie Monet and we guess we did briefly have them before. Minnie Monet and Mini Evil Boss going on over there. So and that is widely available now on shopaew.com. With the best picture going on there. Love it. Love it. You can pick yours up for $75. Listen, puppets ain't cheap. Okay? So there you go. That's shopaew.com if you want to check that out. T-Pop, what did you learn in all your wrestling watching this week, sir?
Oh, what I learned. Something very interesting if you didn't see it. I learned that some CMLL stars are coming to Netflix next month.
Okay.
Yeah. So the trailer for Netflix's The Physical 100 Mexico edition dropped this past week. And on that cast listing are Mystico, Atlantis Jr., and Soberano Jr. So if you don't know what The Physical 100 is, it is 100 of the toughest, strongest people coming together, competing in challenges until there's only one left. One winner will be decided.
Huh.
So like elimination through different challenges and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch the trailer, it is so funny seeing Mystico and Atlantis Jr., Soberano Jr., just 3 guys in masks while all these tough guys are around that they're also competing against.
Okay, don't take us down Netflix for this one. And this is Mexico edition, so this is gonna be you're gonna hit your translator button situation.
It's Mystico hitting La Mystica.
There he is. There he goes. I love it. So this is actually like, so there's physical challenges, and then there seems to be actual like wrestling in the sand going on here too. Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
It's like one of like the toughest like competition type shows like that. But it's just so great to me that it's just like we have to get the toughest people in Mexico, and they're like, we need Mystico. He's the first build guy on the list for the show. And I was like, I don't blame him. Like, that's a good casting.
I'm seeing if I can pull it up on my watch list for later. So
it starts September 16th, I believe.
Awesome. Oh man. Oh, I had something related to that and I just lost it. So recently added. That's not it. Riz, what do you got? Oh, we lost you.
No, we didn't.
There you are.
Me?
Were you just mouthing things to us?
What?
Were you just mouthing things to us?
No. I was not mouthing things.
Okay.
What did I learn? Oh, you got me thinking. Did you think of your thing yet, Sorg?
I learned trying to put a show together is hard.
And well, that's the thing you always learn, Sorg.
It's really freaking hard, man.
That can't be your thing. No, I learned that just being around, like I learned that seeing Feel Bad and Kincaid go after each other for like 1 minute is very cathartic.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
I still need to watch back that show.
That was fun. And knowing that Jim LaMotta is technically in 2 Rumbles now is
no, he didn't. I didn't get to watch it.
Technically, he was.
Okay.
By technicality.
By technicality,
Okay.
he
walked
through
the curtain.
He was chosen. There was a over third because I should know because I did it.
Mm-hmm.
But also he did give it to somebody. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Okay. I'll watch back at some point. Maybe that's what I'll watch tonight while I'm editing. Okay, here's what I learned. Because again, I didn't watch it back, but I got to get, you know, kind of like, hey Missy, what are the highlights of the show tonight kind of thing, when we got together, because we both I learned that if I leave West Virginia, get stuck in the storm, I'm going to show up the studio at the same time that she is from an RWA show from 3.5 hours away in West Virginia. So there's that for a non-wrestling event. Obviously we're on the glow up by seeing friends of the show, people have been on the show, people we've seen in the indies coming up, like our Walking Wilds or Corey Graves, getting that spot up there. Tina talking about all the people that she's seen come through the indies up in the Pacific Northwest, popping up, like our Nick Waynes and our Swerves, and Darby, I guess. But still, I do get a sense of pride when I see people that I've worked with for a while, even locally expanding, if you will. It feels nice. We always say, hey, get out of town, that kind of thing, when we're trying to tell these kids how to, move their career outward and not kind of be here for the next 20 years. There's a problem with that, but if they have aspirations, that could have been said better. But anyways, so I heard about who popped up in the Rumble, and to hear that 3 of the Department of Jocks popped up in that thing.
3, and that's kind of was interesting. That's when I learned that they all gave me their homework.
No,
School hasn't started yet, though.
Okay, that's good to know. So, like, seeing again over the last several months, seeing some guy named John.
and they did tell me that they were robbed, and all 3 of them should deserve all the titles.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I mean, they're right.
I'm not sure how that's how it works, but it's fine.
That's how it goes. They're so what do they say? They're so ready for this. How do they put that? But good seeing like guys like those like pop up on there, and flourish and get a good spot and a new audience checking them out and get a reaction and everything, right? We've seen that with Gianni's obviously been in a lot of places around town, winning the, I'll say a spoiler alert here, winning the Renegade Rumble, which I believe gets him a title shot at some point here. He's been on to come up, been on other shows, seeing some guy named John doing tremendous stuff. I can't say enough about that that lights out blindfold match that he had with Jason Tyler. A few weeks ago at 2PW's Summer Showdown.
I will say, John was the MVP to me of the Renegade Rumble.
He
put on an incredible performance.
I heard a little bit about what happened. Yeah,
record-breaking, actually.
Record-breaking performance by some guy named John. Just
so proud of him,
seeing the people that we've been, given a platform to for so long, get out there and expand that platform, and try new things with different people is just always great to see that growth happening, right? So really appreciate that. Really happy to see that. It's not like I trained them or anything, but it's still like they're kind of like, our kids are growing up, Riz. The kids are growing up. They're getting out there into the world.
Back in my day, Sorg.
Back in my day.
You gave him his name, Sorg.
Well, yeah, I did give him his name, which I always forget about. Yeah. So he is kind of, well, not like a son, but also because it's
he is your son.
You said it, Sorg. You said it.
We're not
clip
having
this.
this debate.
I don't care
again.
who it is.
No, we're
clip
not
this and send it to John
again.
We did it.
We did what? We don't. Wait. I don't even know what shirt you're wearing tonight. What is this shit? I literally don't know which team you're on.
I'm wearing this shirt, Sorg.
You're wearing this shirt. We're at Department of Jocks on Friday. What's going on? Anyways.
He just wants to see a loving family get back together. So you're accepting your son. This is a big moment.
T-Pop, I don't need this from you too. I don't need this from you too. Come on. So, on that note, lots of stuff going on. Again, Sorg Talk is this Friday. Hope to see you there or check it out online through all of the usual IndieWrestling.us platforms. And we will be doing Thursday night fights. The Lethal Lottery is ongoing and building to the World Series coming up here in October. And that's all I'm doing. Oh, and our friends at Enjoy are doing the Hilltop County Fair in the same building where 880 is and Sorg Stock. Yes, that's going to be Friday, so go check that out. I believe their matches start around 5 o'clock, so they'll have some stuff going on there. Always a good time with Enjoy Wrestling, and of course, they'll have the 5-year next year, but we're not getting to that yet. We'll get Labor Day weekend later, next week. So thank you, everybody, for this. Thank you, True Prince of Pro. Check them out, social media, all over the place.
I do things. Yes. Go watch them.
Yes. No, I'm not having a proud papa moment, Tina. Not like that. No. The Riz will be...
It's fine, Sorg.
The Riz will also have a photo op on Friday.
$20 an autograph.
Oh, okay. All right. You gotta make your own sign. I'm gonna borrow one of the chalkboards I bought for the match.
It's gonna be the Sorgatron and Riz. The Sorgatron one is actually just going to be on the table, and it's going to be Riz, like the old, the classic. Virgil sign. The lonely Riz, lonely Virgil,
lonely Riz.
The lonely Riz, the loneliest Riz. Guys, thank you so much for supporting the Wrestling Mayhem show with all of this stuff and commenting and everything like that. Even the guys that give the greatest of direct messages that I turn into a quote card. So you know who you are. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you want.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.